I'm so lucky because I got to have my own mother as my kindergarten teacher back in 1984, 85, I guess it was. But the reason I wanted to bring that up is because it is Mother's Day week. We're leading into Mother's Day weekend, and I wanted to celebrate my mom publicly and say thank you for everything she's done for me and for so many students, not only in her 27 years of teaching, but then after the fact. She's been retired for some time now, but one thing I keep noticing about my mom is that she built such a connection with her students when we were 5 years old, 6 years old, and it's stuck for the rest of our lives. She's my mother, so I get a leg up. So of course I have a strong connection, of course, the mother-son thing, and I'm a mama's boy and proud of it. But I have so many friends that were in my own class in kindergarten, but then I've watched over the years my mom having all these students that stay connected to her and that reach out. Like, for example, just today, one of my kindergarten classmates posted something for Teacher Appreciation Week and tagged me so that I would make sure to tell my mom how he celebrated her, and he had pictures of us when we were in kindergarten. And like I'm 41 years old. I'll turn 42 this year, and stuff like that sticks with you. Why am I bringing it up? One, happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, especially mine, and thank you for all you've done for us and with us. And I just bring it up now in this context because the very first step, the very first thing out of the box when it comes to leading with hospitality, this book I recently wrote and we're putting out into the world this very week, it all starts with a commitment to connection. And how does this relate to leadership is just when you connect, when we as leaders connect with people, other human beings on a human level, it sets the stage and begins to create this environment where people are open to receiving teaching and coaching and relationship. And when we feel it, we're more likely to go do it. So everything is built from this foundation of a commitment to connection. Like, for example, my mom would have a couple times throughout the year, she would have her entire classroom, we would always help, she would transform it into a rainforest. And then that became this environment, this setting. It was almost like a sound stage that you'd see at like Walt Disney World or something at Hollywood Studios. And then there was also another unit where for a few months she would transform her classroom into like the sea. There was like this netting across the ceiling, and it felt like you were under the sea. And then that served as a foundation and as an environmental context for learning all about the ocean and different things. She would do a Mother's Day tea. So she would have all this fine china, some of which was hers, other volunteers would bring it in, and she would have her classroom set. This was a little bit later. She was first, second, third grade teacher. She would have her classroom set up for like a tea, like something you would see at like the Grand Floridian at Walt Disney World, or like at a Four Seasons or a Ritz-Carlton where they have this little tea. Well, my mom did it in Grayson, Kentucky in a first, second, third grade classroom. And the idea was that you would bring your mom. And if not your mom, then somebody that was like your mom, a loved one to come, and mom would teach them how to set it up at a fine dining restaurant. But anyway, those types of connections, those types of experiences really set the stage for those of us who had my mom in school, and also other people around my mother. A great leader. She led from where she was. It set the stage for these connections to be built so that we all were open to. And so many people have been open to my mom's teaching and coaching and leadership for all of these years. So I wanted to invite you to share this and tag either your mom and put something that you've learned from your mom and you want to celebrate in the comments. Or if you want to celebrate your kindergarten teacher, or if you were lucky enough like I was to have your own mother as your kindergarten teacher, I want to invite you to tag your mom or tag somebody special in the comments and celebrate them. Mother's Day week. And then as we also celebrate, just connecting on a human level. We're starting to get back. We feel it. There's light at the end of the tunnel. So I wish you well. Thank you so much. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms, especially my own mom.